As the band prepared to welcome the president, thousands were gathering inside the Hilton Hotel.
The White House Correspondents Association dinner has been going for more than 100 years, and it's a big get-together of the political elite and journalists from the big TV networks and newspapers.
Journalist Sarakshi Rai had attended the event in previous years. This would be the first time Donald Trump would show up as president.
So everyone was really looking forward to the president's speech. They were looking forward to the evening.
Donald Trump had been a guest at the event before, when Barack Obama was president, and made fun of him in his speech.
Obviously, we all know about your credentials and breadth of experience.
Now it'd be his turn to take aim at the crowd.
The president's always funny, yes, right? So he's going to be funny. He's got some good stuff written up, I think, but he's also naturally funny. You know that.
As cabinet ministers walked the red carpet, guests made their way through security.
Some of my colleagues did report that they had a very lax security procedure where they had keys in their pockets of their suits, and they would go through the magnet detectors and it would set it off, and they weren't asked what it was.
Before entering the dining room, Sarakshi and a friend posed for a photo on the mezzanine, where a gunman would be pinned to the ground about 30 minutes later. As the starters were finished off, the guests of honour arrived. But minutes later,
you suddenly heard these very loud bangs run out, and one of my colleagues at the table was like, "Oh, did someone drop a load of plates?" And it was definitely gunshots.
Secret Service agents raced to shield the President and First Lady and Vice President J.D. Vance, whisking them off stage.
And I saw almost like a wave coming through the room, people diving under tables, these round tables with white tablecloths. And I saw some people genuine fear in their eyes. For me, it was more a sense of total sort of confusion and uncertainty, just, what on earth is happening here?
Sarakshi was filming as members of Cabinet were escorted to safety by security agents.
We had all of these cabinet ministers like Pete Hegseth, we had Kash Patel, we had Scott Bessent, Burgum walk past us with their Secret Service details right past our table.
Tell us what's happening. Watch your feet, watch your feet.
Outside the room, Cole Thomas Allen had been tackled and detained. It's alleged the 31-year-old teacher bolted past a security checkpoint and fired a shotgun, a bullet injuring a Secret Service agent.
This certainly wasn't a very sophisticated attack, thank goodness, but it was alarming, and again, how close seemingly he came to the president.
Hours after the shooting, police searched the suspect's home in California. His family members alleged he had written a manifesto appearing to contain anti-Trump sentiment and sent it to them from Washington, D.C.
He had been staying at the hotel since Friday. He checked in, he said he had cased the place, and he wrote, "What the hell is the Secret Service doing?" And he wrote this quote, "I expected security cameras at every bend, bugged hotel rooms, armed agents every 10 feet, metal detectors out the wazoo. What I got is nothing." He wrote, like, this level of incompetence is insane.
He's pretty incompetent, too, because he got caught.
I was a little surprised to see that this guy got, in essence, a running start and was able to fire and get through that outer layer, so to speak, of security.
Take a look at what happened.
After two earlier assassination attempts against Donald Trump, former FBI agent Rob Chadwick says the Secret Service would be at its highest alert level every day.
And that in itself presents a problem, right? No organization, including the Secret Service, can remain on the highest level of alert for long. They're understaffed, overworked, and that is what we've seen. We saw it at Butler, Pennsylvania. We've seen it again now. It's just lapses in those little details, the little things, lapses of judgment or, momentary inattention due to overwork and exhaustion is what typically leads to a tragedy.
The security expert says calls for violence against political figures have been increasing for some time. And with the midterm elections approaching in November, he fears the threat is about to get worse.
As we continue on this track, we have to get back to where we have a chance for civil discourse because the trajectory we're on right now in the United States is deeply troubling.
We do live in a culture in America of surging political violence. You sort of thought to yourself, well, of course, something like this would happen.